morning, everyone. Make sure this is on. There we go. Good morning. Hope you all are enjoying looking outside today. Looks like we're going to have sun if you're in Southern California, Rancho Cucamonga area. All right, so today's Friday. We are just going to do like an easy flow today. I hope everybody joined me yesterday, enjoyed the workout. That was a little bit more difficult. I know I got a lot of poof at the end, so that was super cute. I know that one of you, Michelle, said, you're right, just do what we can. Exactly. So with anything that we do, just do what you can. And always back off of each movement. You can modify when you need to. That's the beautiful thing about yoga, is that you're not in competition with yourself or with anybody, and you're not even in competition with yourself and what you were able to do yesterday or last week, as opposed to what your body's going to allow you to do today. So our bodies go through things every day, and we just need to listen to it. And so let's start today's practice with that in mind. Make sure to try to use the breath as much as you can. And I'll try to prompt you to get back to it. All right, so let's start on our back today. So go ahead and get to your back. And we're just going to start totally laid out, like we're going to start in Shavasana. Okay? So let's close our eyes and start with a nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale all the way down to the bottom of the belly. Good. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Continue to breathe here and start bringing awareness to your body. Feel yourself on your mat. Feel yourself just in this present moment right here. As you're here, why don't you walk those feet over to your right. And then walk your upper body over to the right. So we're going to do that little banana pose here. Just let the side of your body stretch. The left side just stretch right here as you breathe. Okay, bring your upper body to the center. We're going to bring our legs to center and then take them over to the left. And then walk your upper body to the left and breathe here. Feeling this stretch now on the right side of your body. All right, bring that upper part of the body to center, legs to center, and then just bring those knees in. So we're going to bring the knees into our chest. I'm going to make big circles, opening the knees up and then pushing them away and then bringing them together. So big circles with our knees. All right, and then let's just circle that the opposite way. So push them out, open them up, and then bring them in. Good, together, push them out. Open them up, and then bring them in. So you feel that maybe on the lower belly or lower back too. You're also feeling it with the hips or just waking everything up. And then take both knees together, and we're just going to make big circles. So draw big circles on the ceiling with your knees. This is terrific for the lower back, just like a little massage for it. And let's take it to the opposite direction. So take that big circle the opposite way. All right, let's go ahead and drop both knees, like bring them really tight into the chest, and then I want you to drop them over to the right, opening up your shoulders and look over the left. And just nice deep breaths here. Good, let's take those knees into the chest, nice and tight, and then exhale them over to the opposite side, opening up the shoulders once again, looking over the right shoulder. All right, bringing those knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug here. And then go ahead and release the right leg down. So you're going to keep that left leg into your arm. And we're just going to move that hip from side to side. Remember, today's going to be pretty easy. It's just about giving yourself moving, allowing those joints to all move. Open this knee up to the left and drop it down. And bring that knee now into the chest, and we're going to take it over to the opposite side. A little twist for our spine today. Hope everybody's sleeping well. All right, bringing the knees into the chest, and let's take that knee in, a nice little hug, and then release it down to the mat. Bringing that right knee into your chest, we're going to rock ourselves from side to side. Let's open up that knee and let it rest there. All right, bring that knee into the chest, and we're going to move it over to the opposite side. You guys haven't put your music on. Don't forget. And then bring the knee into your chest. We're going to give it a hug, and we're going to set it down to the mat. And then bring both knees in once again. Bring those feet up, point them to the ceiling, grabbing the outside of those feet. I want you to stay here into this happy baby once again. Now, we've done a couple of these this week, and the reason why is because maybe I'm making some assumptions here, but we're probably sitting a little bit longer than we normally do. Please give me feedback if that's incorrect. And even my awesome frontliners out there right now in the grocery stores and the hospitals, trucking, like everybody that's doing the work out there for us right now so that we can stay home and hopefully stay healthy and help reduce all this. Even those hip stretches are good for you too. Okay? All right. Go ahead and release that down. Let's grab those knees in and we're going to lift ourselves up. All right. Coming up to a seat at the top of your mat. Let's inhale those hands up. And exhale them. Inhale them again. And exhale. Good, inhale again. Grabbing that right wrist with your left hand and reaching over to the left. Yes. Good. Let's inhale to center and exhale opposite side. Good. Inhale to center and release those hands down. Taking the left hand over to the right knee, and then we're going to take a little twist here. Remember, always keeping the crown of the head reaching up. So you can elongate that spine. Get the full benefit of this twist, and also be able to breathe here. And then rotate to the opposite side. Keeping your spine nice and tall. Once again, looking over that shoulder if you can. Right, inhale forward. Okay, just a little love for those wrists, okay? So take the wrist, we're going to point both wrists down. So you want to try not to rotate your forearm here. We want to really try to just be mindful and rotating, and if you have to do it one hand at a time, and rotating that wrist, okay? So just being mindful not to rotate the whole arm. Okay, we're just really focusing on that joint connection right there. Sometimes we do this and we hear lots of crackling. Okay, and then opposite way. All right, open and shut them. Wake them up. Taking that left hand and taking it over to the right and bringing those right fingers back just a little bit. So you feel a little stretch, but you're not hurting yourself. And then take that hand down, a little stretch here. Okay, over to the opposite hand. Pull those fingers back ever so gently. And then drop them down. All right. So let's roll ourselves up into our tabletops. We're going to take a couple cat-cows there. And then we will go into our first downward facing dog. So into your tabletop. Nice wide hands. Inhale as you lift the body up. Or you drop the body down, lift the head up. Exhale, bring that chin to your chest. Roll the back away from you. Inhale again. And exhale. Inhale once again. And exhale. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale. Okay, go ahead and tuck those toes. We're going to lift those hips all the way up and pedal those legs out. Sending that spine, remember, bend those knees if you need to. And the knees. Big bends. Feel the spine lengthen. Look at those hands. Go ahead and set your feet forward. We're going to ragdoll right here. Bend it. Get a nice generous bend in the knees. Especially if you're feeling like lots of tension. You grab the elbows if you want as you hang here. Just try to release the crown of the head down. So we want to shake out that head if you need to. And release the weight of that head. And we're going to inhale nice and slow as we come all the way up. All right, let's go ahead and step back. Step back with that left foot. Bending into the right knee. Coming into our warrior one. Inhale those hands up. Shoulders come down away from the ears, belly to back. Keep it nice and strong right here. Remember, your knee is pointing towards that pinky toe, the front knee that's bent. That protects your knees. Keep those shoulders over your hips. All right, we're going to open up. So we're going to straighten this front leg, opening up into our warrior two. So the shoulders snap from side to side and then bend back in. So breathing here. Reaching through both fingertips. So if somebody is you imagine that somebody's pulling you, two people are pulling you from each side. You're nice and balanced over the center. And your fingertips are really long. Good. Inhale, lift up. Front leg goes straight. Reach forward with that right hand. Drop the right hand down, left hand comes up. And then slide that hand down as far as you can without bringing the shoulders forward, okay? Try to keep the shoulders stacked. You can even pivot that back foot a little bit more towards so it's pointing towards the edge of your mat. All right, inhale, come up. So now that back leg is pivoted. Go ahead and bend into the front and reach back with the right leg or right hand. Good job. Get that left hand. Bring it on top of that left knee. I'm sorry, right. And open up. So our tendency is to want to rest our ear right here on the shoulder. So lift the head up. Reach the crown forward. Okay, keep the shoulder away from the ear. Legs nice and strong. All right, inhale, come up. And go ahead and exhale to the top of your mat. Now step back with that right foot. So your left foot is now bent. We're going to come into the warrior one. So bring the hands all the way up. Remember, in this pose, our hips are pointing towards the front of the mat, and we're keeping our belly to our back and shoulders down away from the ears. Okay. So nice breath here. And then go ahead and open up. So straighten that front leg, open yourself up, and then drop down back into that bent knee. So this is your warrior two here. Reaching through both fingertips, keeping the belly nice and tucked. And that back foot, make sure you feel the outer seam of it, the outer pad of it on the mat. So don't let it lift. Good. All right, let's straighten this front leg. Reach forward. Dropping that left hand down, and reach the right hand up, and then you can slide your hand down. Keeping yourself nice and stacked, shoulders nice and stacked. You're kind of trying to like open up your right hip, and then push your left hip forward. So if you were against the wall, you would feel it on both shoulders. Crazy, right? All right, let's inhale, come up. And then taking that left hand all the way up. Oh, look back. Little back stretch here, side stretch. Actually. All right, this left hand's going to come forward on top of that left knee. And open up that right hand over ear. All right, let's inhale, come up to center, and then go ahead and exhale as you step to the front of your mat. And shake that out. So we're going to do a very short series of twists. So I'm going to step back with my right foot because I'm having a mental thing to challenge today to remember my right from left. So I'm going to just step back with my actual right foot. So I'm stepping back with my right foot. I'm going to make sure that my right toes are pointing towards the front of the mat. So everything's pointing forward. And my hips are even pointing forward. Okay, we're going to take the hands to heart center. Then we're going to inhale the crown of the head up. And I'm going to take my right shoulder, or my right tricep, and I'm going to try to bring it over to the left knee. And I'm going to push down into my left hand to try to center my body. As I'm in my twist right here, we're going to breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Let's inhale, come up to center. So I'm going to pivot myself to the back of the mat. So now my right foot is bending, and I'm going to take myself to heart center and take a little twist here. So this is on my left side. That's on my right knee. So I'm going to try to center myself here as I breathe. Now on that left foot, I want to still try to keep that left outer pad of the foot down, okay? And we also don't want to compromise this bent right knee. I know it's a lot here. Do what you can. Bring that body forward. All right, so I'm still pointing to the back of my mat. Again, I'm going to make sure that my toes are pointing forward. And I'm going to take my left hand up, reach my left hand over to the right. And I'm going to try to drop it wherever I can. Okay? So I'm going to take a twist here. So I always tell people, open up your distance between your feet, like hip distance apart if you can. You keep your hand on your hip, or you can extend that hand, whichever one you want to do. Just come here and take a little twist. You can even be way up here. Okay, your twist is your twist. Okay, I like it up here actually today. It's a good spot today. All right, let's twist out of that and pivot to the front of your mat. So again, set it up. Toes are pointing forward. That allows your hips to be able to point forward. Okay, we're going to protect the knees when we do this. We're going to reach up with our right hand and then take that right hand over to the left side. So wherever that is for you. Okay, you can stay right here. You can come all the way down. What is happening here is you feel it. You're getting a little spinal twist right here. Also extension. You're reaching through the crown of the head. Good. Inhale, come up. And exhale as you step to the front of the mat. So a lot going on there. We're trying to keep that core nice and tight. And we're trying to keep some balance. All right? So, always good. So let's work on some more balance. We're going to keep that left foot into the mat. We're going to take the right foot into your tree pose. So whichever position you want to place that foot in, you do you. Okay? Belly to back. Take those hands to heart center. I like to bring that chest forward, right? You want to bring that chest forward and reach the crown of the head up. As you focus on something ahead of you, not moving, your drishti right there. Breathing, keeping the belly tucked, the Mula Bandha engaged. Yep. For 3, 2, and inhale those hands all the way up. And then exhale and release everything. How'd that work? Okay, so right foot comes into the mat. We're going to take that left foot now, whichever position worked best for you, whichever one you want to take yourself to. Remember, belly tucked, chest forward, hands coming to heart center, and the crown of your head is reaching up. So we're extending that spine as much as we can. We're engaging the Mula Bandhas and finding something to focus on. And breathing for 3, 2, and let's inhale those hands all the way up. Good, and exhale to release everything. I'm going to release that leg too. All right, let's take a full vinyasa. We're going to take Just one, and we're going to take it straight to the mat. I'm going to do a couple things there to continue to stretch out the body. Inhale the hands all the way up. Good. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, take those hands to the mat. Step your feet back. Go ahead and lower down. And inhale, lift. And exhale, tuck the toes and lift the hips. So remember, you can always walk out those legs here. Or bend the knees. Put your belly on your thighs and really extend out the fingertips, finding that length in the back. And then you push those hips up. Feel the back of the legs and you extend out that spine further and then you push up. You're like, yep, there it is. All right, look at those hands. I want you to just take a cross-legged position right here on the mat to sit down. Okay, keep those legs straight out in front of you now. Kick them out. Take the hands to the side. Let's push in. Push into the mat. Bring the chest forward. Roll the shoulders back. Okay, bring the chin to your chest, and I want you to flex those feet. Keep the belly nice and tucked, and breathe here. For 5, 4, this is a very active movement here. 2, and 1. Good, bring the head up. Walk the hands behind you. Remember, about 6 inches. Fingers are pointing forward. Go ahead and bend those knees. We're gonna do an easy reverse tabletop here, okay? So lift up through the hips. Drop the shoulders, the head back. Push the chest away from you as you breathe here for 5, 4, try to keep those hips up. 3, 2, and dropping those hips down. Extend out those legs. We're going to inhale the hands up and reach forward, grabbing whatever you want. You can grab your ankles, toes, the outside of your feet, whichever one you want. I want you to inhale one more time and bring the chest forward and then drop the body down just a little bit more. Good. And breathe there. The stretch feels good this morning. All right, let's inhale up. Taking that right foot, take it into that thigh. Okay, inhale the hands up and drop yourself over to the left. So grab the feet, the ankles, whatever you have here. And we're going to inhale one more time, bringing that chest forward, and then exhale as you fold just a little bit deeper. How's your flexibility? For those of you who've been doing this most consistently, are you finding that maybe you're getting a little bit deeper in each stretch? Let me know. Let me know. I love feedback. Anybody wants to comment, just let me know what you're thinking. Maybe not right now, but when we're done. Okay, let's inhale up. Switch sides. Okay, so inhale the hands up, flex that right foot, and then exhale, fold into it. Let's inhale, lift again, bring that chest forward and fold just a little bit deeper. Inhale, come up. Go ahead and take that right foot and we're going to bend that right foot down. Okay, left foot is flexed. We're going to inhale the hands up and exhale. Reach for that right foot. So you want to try to get that right shoulder up in front if you can. If you can't, that's fine. If your right shoulder is in front of that right knee, go ahead and try for that bind. I know a lot of you like to do this, so let's do this here. If you can't do the bind, or it's not something you want to even try, that's fine. Just grab that left foot. And we're just opening it up into those hips a little bit more. If your shoulders are wrapped, if you're wrapped around the back, push that chest forward. All right, let's inhale up. Switching sides. So left foot is bent. We're going to inhale the hands up and reach over to that right leg. If your left shoulder is in front of the left knee, you can wrap around if you want and try to grab those hands behind your body. Remember to keep that right foot flexed as we're here. Push that chest forward if you're in the bind. All right, let's inhale, come up. And take that right foot, bend it once again. This time we're going to take a little twist. So remember, you can twist behind you. You can cradle this knee and look behind you. You can take that tricep in front. Or if it's even more comfortable for you, or if you're expecting, let's twist open today. I'm not expecting, FYI. I'm just doing a different twist today. All right, let's twist out of that. All right, left leg. So remember your options. Hug it, bring it in front, or you can twist open. Just make sure that right foot is flexed still. Keeping the spine nice and tall, the belly to your back. Still, all those rules apply. Always working on the extension of the spine here. Pretty much everything we're doing. All right, inhale, come forward. Go ahead and let's lay down. We're going to come into our bridge pose here. So feet about hip distance apart. Okay, hip distance apart. Toes are pointing to the front of the mat. So the toes aren't out to the side and they're not caved in. They're pointing straight forward. We're going to inhale the hips up. Okay, if you want, you can walk the shoulders underneath and clasp the fingers underneath. We're going to stay here. Keep the knees pointing towards the front of the mat. Keep the legs engaged, lower back, and the glutes are still working here as you're breathing. Bring that chin up. Good. Let's take 2 more breaths. For 2. And 1. Exhale those shoulders out. Hips come down into the mat. Good. We're going to inhale right here. You can bring the knees in if you want. Give a little stretch to that lower back. And then drop them down. Let's inhale those hips up once again. So another option is you can take your hands and push them onto your hips, lifting your hips up higher. We're still working here. Our glutes are engaged, our legs are working. I feel them. And the chin stays pointing up to the ceiling. Good. Take another breath. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and drop those hips down, shoulders come out. And you can bring those knees up into the chest again if you want. And then drop them down. Good. Let's take one more bridge pose. Whichever one you want to do. And hold it there. Push the chest up. Use those legs and the glutes for 5. 4. 3. 2. And exhale those shoulders up and bring those hips down into the mat. Go to bring the knees into the chest now. We're going to rock ourselves from side to side. All right, rock yourself forward all the way up to the front of your mat. Okay. We're going to do a nice little forward fold here. Inhale the hands up. And then exhale, just fold forward. So you can have a rounded back here. Doesn't really matter. Not after our bridge pose. All right, let's inhale, come up. And we are going to come into our Navasana. So bring in those knees. Take those hands in front of the knees. We're going to cradle it. So remember, we're on our sit bones. So kind of move yourself forward off your tailbone. Find that spot. Engage the lower belly. Chest forward. You can release the hands. You can release the legs. It's up to you. We're going to breathe here for 5, 4. Really, I'm just going to count. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in. Push the hands away from you. And then bring them back out for 5, 4, 3. Don't hold your breath though. You need to be breathing. 2. And bring the knees in. Push the hands away from you. Let's do that again for 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and low boat this. Extend out those toes. Good. 3, 2. And go ahead and release everything into your mat. Reaching those hands over the head as we inhale. I want you to tighten every bit of the body up. And release. Good. Inhale, tightening everything up. And exhale, release. Go ahead and bring the hands off to the side. Allow your feet, maybe the legs to open up a little bit. Allow the feet to drop. The tension in the legs and the hips, release it. Let the belly relax. Shoulders drop into the mat. Become very weightless in the body. Release the frown lines in the face. And maybe even the tongue from the top of the mouth. Closing your eyes and coming into your natural breath. You're going to rest here for just a couple minutes. As you slowly begin to bring yourself back to this moment, begin by wiggling your fingers and toes, moving your head from side to side, bringing your knees into your chest, and rocking yourself. Dropping your knees to one side as you use your hands as a pillow to rest there. Taking one final breath before coming up to a seat at the top of your mat. Let's take a couple breaths together. Inhale those hands up and exhale. Inhale, lift those hands. And bringing those hands to your forehead for positive thoughts, to your lips for kind words, and to your heart for a thankful heart. Thank you everyone for joining me once again today. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Stay healthy, get some exercise, and we will see you on Monday. Namaste. Have a wonderful weekend. Hey, remember to message me if you have any questions, you want to see something more. Seems like I'm getting a little more activity on days that it's harder interesting. So if that's the case, then let me know. I'll let you know my schedule. I'll post it on Vinyasa Journey, and I'll also send out Remind for any of those of you who are on my Remind, okay? Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.